People often say that God gave us free will so that we could choose to love Him. They say that love has to be a choice to be real. But the Bible never says that. In fact, it says the opposite. God does not ask us to love Him. He commands it. In Deuteronomy 6:5, He says, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart." Jesus repeats this in Matthew 22:37. He says to love God is the greatest commandment. Notice how He doesn't say, "Please love me," or "Love me if you want to." He says, "You shall love me," and it is a command, not an optional choice. This exposes the flaw in the idea that free will is required for love. God does not give us the freedom to choose love. He commands love because love is the root of obedience, and obedience is required to reign with Him. Genuine free will requires neutrality of nature. Our will is not neutral. It is always guided by our nature. Picture a room with a pile of meat in one corner and a pile of hay in the other. Put a lion in that room and it will go and eat the meat. Put a lamb in that room and it will go and eat the hay. On the surface, it looks like they choose freely, but their choice comes from their nature, not their free will. The same is true for humans. A sinner, left to his own nature, will naturally gravitate toward sin, while a righteous person, renewed by the Spirit, will naturally desire righteousness. Romans 8 says, "The mind set on the flesh is hostile towards God, for it does not subject itself to the law of God, for it is not even able to do so." Before Christ, our will is enslaved to sin. After Christ, we are set free from sin and become servants of righteousness. We are never neutral or fully free. We are either slaves to sin or slaves to righteousness. When we are born again, a battle begins inside of us. The flesh still desires sin, but the Spirit desires righteousness. That is why Scripture tells us to flee temptation. We are to run away from that which will tempt our sinful flesh. When the flesh is stirred, it naturally wants to sin. When the Spirit is stirred, it naturally wants to obey God. Our choices are determined by our nature, not by some neutral free will. Love is not a choice we make on our own. It is a command from God.